Alright, bear with me, first video, but I figured I'd go ahead and try to document this process, and I apologize for the shaky camera. I'm using my iPhone. So we just got the Jeep home last night. We bought it out of Pennsylvania, and we live in Texas. I know you're probably thinking, who the heck buys a vehicle in Pennsylvania? Well, the guy that we bought it from, he bought it and used it for towing behind his motorhome, and he only used it in the summers. So he actually parked it in the winter for the most part, and really didn't drive it on a whole lot of salt roads, if any at all. And again, specifically used it for the summer. You don't typically see it. He's a one owner. He ordered this Jeep from the factory with the way it sits right now, and it has a 49,000 miles on it as it sits right now after we got it home to Texas. So I hadn't even been able to wash it yet, so it's still dirty. You can kind of see the brake dust on the rims. But I figured I'd try to document kind of the process of why we bought it, what we're doing, how we're doing it. So real quick, do a little quick, it's in our garage right now, do a little quick walk around, but paint is almost near flawless condition. It's about as good as it gets. There are 2 dents on the hood. I don't even know if I can get them on camera. You can kind of see the one there, and then there's one on the other side right over here by the bump stop. But I think those will pull out pretty easily and shouldn't be a big deal. Let's see if I can get the hood popped real quick. So again, 49,000 miles. It's about as good as it gets right there. So here's the hood. This is the very first Jeep I've ever had that the hood light actually works. And everything's super clean. Again, this one spot right here, that is when he changed the battery out, some battery acid spilled on the fender, which really isn't that big of a deal. It's not rust, it's battery acid where it kind of bubbled up. It's not that big of a deal because we have some half doors from another Jeep that we're gonna have repainted orange, and when we get it repainted orange, we're gonna go ahead and have that fender touched up as well, and it'll be like it was never there before. So again, you can kind of see that other dent right here on camera. Again, that should pull out pretty good. Shouldn't be a big deal. So factory bumpers, and he put some BF Goodrich tires on it, and they're the factory tire size for a Rubicon. And then he's got some mud flaps on it too, which you don't typically see mud flaps in Texas, but I mean, personally, we actually really like mud flaps. And kind of go from there. So here is kind of side profile. Hardtop is almost immaculate as well. There's a little bit of chipping here and there, but again, that'll all touch up. We'll have some orange touch-up paint to touch up some of the rock chips and so on and so forth. So open up the interior, and again, hadn't even cleaned it yet from our trip home, so bear with us on that. But again, you can see the mileage, 49,405 miles. And what's also kind of crazy cool is he got a 6-disc CD changer. He actually had to buy that separately from Mopar and have the dealership install it, which is it's just crazy. You don't see 6 CD changers anymore. And again, it's a 6-speed. Here's your axle lock button. And then the other funny thing is he ordered the smokers group, and he doesn't even smoke. And again, it's just this little thing that sits in your cup holder, and pretty nice. Again, seats are really good condition. Hardly any kind of wear and tear whatsoever, and it's pretty awesome. So has the hard top, and also get this, he actually has the factory shocks. He gave us a quart of oil just for the drive home, just in case we needed it. We didn't even have to bring it out or touch it. But who saves the factory shocks? It's just unreal. And then we have the full soft top in here still, and he kept the original box that the windows came in, and the door surrounds are sitting in the back. Again, just got it home, hadn't even been able to unload it or even wash it yet. Everything's just immaculate and in great condition. This orange color, it had to grow on me for a little bit, but actually I really, really do like it. and I think it's just a great color. I mean, that's a special order color as a $150 option for the factory, and so that's that. So our plan with it, what are we doing? So we actually have a red Rubicon here. It's also an '05 model, and it has 54,000 miles on it. And you're saying, well, why the heck did you buy this orange one if you already had one? Well, this one has been re-geared to 513 gears. It's the automatic, and it's lifted, and it's pretty tall, and so on and so forth. And for my dad specifically, he's got a bad back and bad knee, and it's just kind of hard to get up and out of, here and there. And before we try to go put it back on the ground and re-gear it, I mean, honestly, it's almost easier buying a cleaner Jeep that is factory and sits stock and hasn't really been modified other than tires and shocks than it is to try to re-gear this and put it back on the ground. So what we're going to end up doing with this one is I'm going to sell it with a soft top. Full doors. The full doors are on the other side of the orange Jeep. We're going to do full doors, hard top, and then the soft top. And we're going to save the half doors. We're going to repaint these half doors orange to go with this one. And which is great because the half doors have a little bit of scuffs and everything else on them too. So, I mean, once we have the half doors repainted and that fender touched up, you'll never even know. I mean, this thing is going to be just, super clean. We have these rare Mopar bumpers. So, and Smitty built winch. So we're going to take those off and put them on this Jeep. We're going to take the chrome grill cover and put it on this Jeep too. I know not everybody's a fan of chrome, but I kind of like it. You'll see that we kind of have a bit of a Mopar theme going on. And I don't know, we dig it. It kind of protects the front grille if we ever flat to it and go from there. We have these rare AEV rims that are TJ bolt pattern that they're discontinued. So definitely going to hang on to those. And probably get some different tires and throw them on the Jeep as well. And we'll hang on to these factory Rubicon tires just in case we want to maybe have a set of all-terrains and a set of mud terrains and kind of go from there. So again, I have this kind of rare Mopar bumper here in the back. And for whatever reason, he didn't order this Jeep with a receiver hitch. So we're actually going to take the receiver hitch off of this one probably and put it on this orange Jeep as well. So another thing is, I mean, this Jeep being an automatic, I mean, it's not bad per se, but it's just kind of having that 6-speed. You just have 2 extra gears, and it's just really nice having the extra gears. But again, this one's also really clean, really good shape, and we have one of the rare Mopar center stacks that's kind of done in like a carbon fiber kind of paint. And again, we'll probably throw that one in the orange Jeep as well. And we also picked up a set of corner guards that are specific to the LJ that are Mopar, which we'll install on here. And then I even have the replacement diamond plate guards that actually have the tubes built out on them that were also Mopar. So stick along with me. Goal is basically get everything removed off of this one as soon as possible. And we're gonna go ahead and throw this red one up for sale, and once the red one is sold, then basically we're gonna get to work on this one. Future plans for this one, I do plan on taking the axles out and the gas tank skid, and I'm gonna, because it does have the gas overflow issue, and I know how to fix that, so I'm gonna go ahead and drop the tank. But we're gonna send those out to my uncle, and we're gonna have them sandblasted, and we're gonna have them painted, and then we're gonna throw them back in. So if there's any kind of rust concerns on this, we just basically want to address those issues first, which again, there isn't. I mean, this thing is just almost immaculate. I mean, underneath, I mean, you can see the tub supports. I mean, they're solid. And we'll probably go ahead and we'll throw a 1-inch lift on it, body lift, and a 1-inch motor mount lift. And basically what that's gonna do for us is we're gonna get rid of this big, let's see if I can get it in focus, maybe not, this big skid plate right here that hangs below the frame.
we're gonna basically, when you do a 1-inch body lift on these LJs and TJs and a 1-inch motor mount lift, you can actually raise this skid plate where it's flat with the frame and get a good 2 inches of ground clearance. So, I mean, with the 1-inch body lift and that, I mean, that's 3 inches right there. And we'll be able to throw on some 33-inch tires, which will be more than enough for what we do with our Jeeps. And I mean, this was honestly just a little bit overkill for us here in Texas and what we do. A Jeep in our definition is I want to be able to jump in it. I want to be able to drive 6 hours away to Arkansas and do some camping in Arkansas comfortably. Again, we'll have 6-speed and cruise control and actually be able to do a little bit decent mileage compared to a big lifted Jeep on 35s and the automatic. Again, the 6-speed has 2 extra gears than the automatic. Automatic's a 4-speed, and it'll also have a bit better gas mileage and a bit better road manners too. This one's, I don't want to say it's topsy-turvy, but I mean it'll beat you up on a long road trip, and so it'll be good to kind of get to work on this one. But when the axles are out and I have this thing up on jack stands, I'm actually going to go ahead and do pour 15 from all the way to the front to all the way to the back. And again, that's just because it has been up north. Again, the guy didn't really drive it in the snow, and it's got maybe a little bit of surface rust. But again, I mean, I can kind of come in here on the frame a little bit. I mean, again, it's not rust, if you know what I mean. Like, there's nothing corroding or whatever the case is, but it'll be enough to clean it up and basically take out any kind of concern that anybody would have if we ever did sell it. But again, we'll have the Mopar bumpers, front and rear, the corner guards, the side steps, and the best part is we even found just recently an OEM khaki top, and I found the matching door uppers as well. So we're gonna take those door uppers and the khaki top, and we'll have that. We have a factory Mopar half top, and then we have this hard top as well. And this hard top is for the red Jeep over here, and then go from there. So it'll definitely be pretty cool. And then the soft top that's in this one, I don't know if we'll hang on to it or sell it, since we just found the brand new OEM khaki top. But essentially that OEM khaki top, I mean, it's way better shape than what came in this Jeep here. So I might be selling that top too. But anyways, more to come. So stay tuned for our Impact Orange Jeep build up coming up pretty quick. So I'll try to see if I can document these the best I can, just so that way we have it in the future, and if anybody's entertained by it, and we'll go from there. But it'll be pretty cool. Thanks for watching. Bye.